as promised, man, keeping up the NBA, keeping up my teams. Now, we got the Golden State Warriors versus the Toronto Raptors. I'm not gonna lie, I am unfamiliar with Toronto Raptors. I know they got Scotty Barnes. They got. Do they got OG Anunoby, or is he on the Knicks? Or is he on the Knicks now? I forgot if he got traded. I forgot what happened if he got traded there. If he got traded to the Knicks, or if the Knicks traded him to the Raptors. I'm not gonna yap too much, bro. I just know Scotty Barnes is on the Raptors. I'm pretty sure as I see their their roster, I'm gonna know more of their players. I'm just blanking on them. But yeah, overall, man, right now, I think the Warriors should have this one in the bag, bro. So without further ado, man, Golden State Warriors versus Toronto Raptors. NBA highlights. Let's get it started, man.
He reminds you of Kevin Durant.
Stop.
He's actually weird.
No. There are no times where no player reminds you of Kevin Durant. Stop that. As much as you know he gets hate for coming to the Warriors and stuff like that, Kevin Durant is like now you can say that he can't carry a team, but he's still like a good individual player, bro. And he's like I'd say he's still like a one of a kind player, bro. So it's like the fact that you're saying that, like, no, bro, no one hoops like Kevin Durant, commentator. Stop with the glaze. Just gotta say that right there. Draymond, you gotta help out there, bro. I guess you were kind of out of position because you kind of jumped early, bro. Yeah, you tried to jump to the rebound, so you were out of position.
It's short, but
and there were two people in the paint. Well, I guess Jimmy Butler's supposed to be his help, huh? Draymond, don't jump, bro. Stop. You don't gotta poke here, bro.
But Abaji is really hurt the most, but Abaji is really this game pretty bad. Barrett.
Like, Post, how didn't you? I'm confused. Like, how didn't you rip this out of his hands, Post, when you like came through? It looked like you were gonna like snatch it from him. Post right here, bro. You got to get this rebound, or you got to like snatch it from him. You got to be aggressive. At least make it a jump ball. You know what I'm saying? Right here, Post. I was expecting you to like snatch it from behind because he didn't see you, bro. You just came through and you're like you're taller than him, so I expected you to snatch it. And you didn't. You know what I'm saying? We're only up 6, so that's why I'm kind of like pressing the defense here and to make plays. Yeah, Post. You got to do better, bro. Damn, getting out rebounded by who? Who is that? Barnes?
Defended by Post, but
no, that's not even Barnes, bro. Gary Payton, the crowd's not reacting enough to that. I guess they're in Toronto, but still. Gary Payton, good job, bro. Like with the hard dunks and the hard blocks, bro. I really like respect the hoops, bro. You know, for someone that's not an all-star, for someone too on the Warriors who doesn't get talked about enough. You know what I'm saying? Because back in the day it was all about Jordan Poole. You know, even now Kuminga. Buddy Hield, you know what I'm saying? I feel like people don't talk about Gary Payton enough. And they should after this season, after what he's doing, bro. The hard dunks, the hard blocks, bro. Like the two-way, playmaking, whatever you want to call him, two-way playmaker. I don't know, two-way, whatever you want to call him, bro. Or for a second time, you've let Machiavelli score over you, bro. Stop being scared of the D. This time you just let him drive. You know what I'm saying? I get maybe it would have been a foul if you try to step up, bro. But honestly, I'd rather see no easy buckets than just let him take it down the lane and you like low key eyeballing him, being scared to play D. Like, this is what I mean, bro. Like, let me go back here. I don't mean to overdo it, bro, but like,
oh my goodness, another steal.
You saw him cut. You didn't even try to. You didn't even try to like shuffle over. You just let him do it. You know damn well Ty Pods isn't gonna stop him. Jimmy Butler's too far back. Horford, you gotta like shuffle over and cut him off here, bro, and stop the bucket. And again, we're only up 6 going into the 4th. That's not a big lead, bro. There's a whole another period of game. So I kind of am really on Al Horford's ass and the defense's ass here, bro. You gotta shuffle over Al Horford. You gotta do something, bro. Don't just let him. Don't look at him. Look, you're looking at him. The camera shows him he's looking at him. Right, he's looking at him. Don't just let him. Don't look at him and just let him run down to the paint, bro. Do something about it. Like I was saying in my last video, bro. Do something about it on the defense. Seriously.
And Philly another layup.
Something. Steph is who SGA wants to be, bro. Like Steph, like he doesn't draw out, like he actually gets defensive contact by like actually playing ball. Shea like draws out, and I don't care what OKC Thunder fans shot. Like Shea actually like has to draw out the defense, and like he makes them, like he forces them to foul him. Like Steph Curry's just all buckets, like the defense fouls him naturally, bro. Like Shea, he like makes you foul him, I guess, if that makes sense. In a sense, he forces the foul. Like I said, bro, we've seen many defensive plays where it's like that shouldn't be a defensive play, but like they call it one. Just because how Shea's playing. But Steph is, like I said, Steph is who Shea thinks he is, bro.
They are right.
I don't know where you're looking, Horford, but again, bro, here you got to turn around. You got to be aware. Be aware of the game, bro.
What a foul there.
Where were you looking? You weren't even looking behind you, bro. And I get that's not. You're the center, so you're responsible for the paint, bro. So you should always be like kind of looking to protect the paint. I guess that's not your defense, obviously, because I think you were looking at someone over here in the corner too that you can't see yet. Let me see. Right, right. You're probably looking at him, but still. Well, actually, no. You're technically closer to him, Horford. So how that happened, bro? You could blame Jimmy Butler here, but Horford, you're here too, and you're looking at him again. Jimmy Butler, Horford, both of you guys got to get it together. Butler just getting burned on the fast break, and then Horford just not even like posting up in the paint, pretending to look at the guy in the corner, but it's like you're closer to the guy who actually dunked. Step it up, Horford. Butler, you've had your buckets, bro. You definitely had your defensive games. But low key, you're lacking this game, bro. In terms of putbacks, that's like I've seen you lacking on fast breaks, bro. You're kind of lacking. Now, granted, you do have the hustle, bro, but you have been kind of lacking this game. I've been seeing it. Just this game only.
Well, Scotty Barnes just moved Jimmy Butler there.
Missing rebounds, missing layups. Come on. And they're not gonna. No. No. Come on. No. They called this a foul, bro. What did he do?
Well, Scotty Barnes just moved Jimmy Butler there. Down to 4.
Come on, bro. And even if Steph didn't mean to intentionally like elbow him in the face. Come on. So then they made Steph give up the ball. They made the Warriors give up the ball because of this, bro. Refs are selling. Refs are selling, bro. Again, I'd rather see no easy buckets, bro. I'd rather see send them to the line if you have to, bro. Post, just giving up though. Just letting Barnes pass him. Steph Curry and Tide Pods aren't gonna play here. Draymond's beat already. Post, I'm disappointed in you, bro. Just giving up. Just letting Barnes do whatever he wants.
Scotty Barnes, what a night. 20 ball game.
All right, bro. So the Warriors lost in overtime to the Raptors. I don't know. They might be injured, bro, but I don't know. Okay, I know the Grady Dick guy. I know RJ Barrett, and I know Scotty Barnes. That's all I know. I know Brandon Ingram. Yeah, that's all I know on this team, bro. So I think the Warriors are way more talented than the Raptors. I don't know how we give it the lead. We were up, weren't we? We were up at one point. Or we came back, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened here. Well then, okay, this call, I do think this call was BS. Okay, I will give Steph this. This call is 100% bull. And the refs gave it to him, and then it just alters the game, bro. Because you never know. Steph, they could have ran a screenplay here. Steph, look at this. I didn't see this till now. Look, you got Jimmy and Will Smith in the corner together. Steph was gonna bounce past that bit. He was gonna bounce past that bit of one of them because Draymond's already on dude right here. He was gonna bounce that. He's either bounce it out to the 3 to Will Smith or to Jimmy Butler to take it in for the layup. That would have put them up 2. The Warriors would have stopped them on D like we saw to take it in. You know what I'm saying? Like how they had to take it over to take it into OT. The Warriors would have stopped them. On defense. You know what I'm saying? Just like they had to. So yeah, I think that this call kind of altered the game. And I don't know what the Raptors must have woke up, bro, because the Warriors were playing good defense, bro. We saw multiple like block shots. We saw multiple dunks. You know what I'm saying? We were playing good defense and offense. We did have some lazy plays on defense. Post and Horford getting beat on some plays, just letting it happen. Looking at the defender as they're going to dunk. Jimmy Butler he was getting buckets, you know what I'm saying, and he did have his plays, but he also was kind of slow, getting beat on fast breaks, missing rebounds that led to bonus points for the other team. So there was some kind of like lag, I guess, latency lag, on the defense or in the fast break, I will say. But I don't know, because I don't know, the Raptors must have like woke up or something, because now they're up 7. What happened? Now they're up 10. Like, what happened, bro? They must have really woke up. Like, if that call was never called by the ref, Steph is probably passing that to Draymond or not Draymond, to Jimmy Butler or Will Smith, that it's going to 2-point game. They turn around, Warriors hold them on defense, Warriors win the game. I do blame the ref. I kind of blame the ref for this loss because I think that's an incorrect call in my opinion. I don't think Steph meant to, like, even if he did, I think it's a flop, but even if he did, I don't think Steph meant to really intentionally, elbow the guy in the head. So I'm going to brush this one off. The Warriors get a break. I'm going to say that the refs kind of threw this one. Just given the evidence, I think the Warriors were destined to win, and the refs kind of had to throw. And then, of course, the Raptors came back to win it in OT. I think that call at the end there was BS to give the Raptors the ball back. Again, that only matters. Granted, they didn't score. I get that. but that only matters because that changes the alters of that play. You know what I'm saying? Again, we went back to look at it. We saw Will Smith and Draymond in the corner. Steph would have easily passed to one of those two. They would have scored, and then they would have held them on the other end on defense, and that would have been the end of the game. Warriors would have walked away with the dub. So 100% there is a conspiracy against the Warriors. At least the refs that were ref in this game need to be looked at, need to be investigated. That call is BS. Yeah, man. Overall, I think the Warriors are a much more talented team than Toronto Raptors. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care about the Raptors fans. Blah blah blah. Yeah. I've glazed all I've gonna glaze, man. I said all I'm gonna say. Let me know what you think in the comments. For now, that's gonna do it. Peace.